Like many American teens, 16-year-old Trisha Saufai goes to school, plays sports, and likes to spend time with her boyfriend. But unlike most teens, Trisha was one of the 700,000 teenagers in America that get pregnant each year.
I got pregnant when I was 16, and I figured out when I was 5 months. When I figured out there was milk coming out of my breast, and when I thought I had breast cancer.
That wasn't just a shock to Trisha, but also to everyone who knew her.
I'm like a sporty girl. No one thought I would be pregnant. Like, I was like a tomboy. No one thought I would even have sex, not even my parents, until I met my boyfriend.
After visiting a doctor, Trisha didn't know where to turn or how to handle this unexpected change in her life.
When I found out I was pregnant, I just stopped going to school. I didn't know how to deal with it because I didn't know anything about being pregnant or sex.
4 months later, Trisha gave birth to Isaiah, who is now 18 months old. She is back in school, but the constant responsibility of being a teen mom is a constant struggle.
It's real hard because, one, I don't have that much support that I really need, like money and daycare.
And these are the same things teen moms across the country are worried about. How to pay for things like diapers, which can be a big strain on their wallets. But the number of girls needing these supplies has been going down.
So what we're seeing right now is a decrease. In the last 70 years, it's now the lowest rates for teen pregnancy that we've ever seen. The national average still is around 39 births per 1,000 are to teen moms. But we have seen a great decrease even in the last 2 years. It's gone down like another 6%.
Kaiser Permanente OBGYN Catherine Biddle has worked with teen moms for almost 20 years. She says the rates have also gone down in California. The most recent data from 2008 shows almost 52,000 teens gave birth in California that year, with the highest rates in the Central Valley at 69 births per 1,000 to teens, and the lowest in Marin County, with only about 13 births per 1,000. In California, the rates of teen births are highest for Latino young women, followed by Caucasian, African American, and Pacific Islander. Dr. Melissa Camacho, a broadcasting professor at San Francisco State, says one reason for this is the message many teens are getting from the media. Teen pregnancy was pushed back into the national spotlight in 2009 when Bristol Palin announced she would be an unwed teen mother. And since then, shows like 16 and Pregnant and Teen Mom have been ratings hits across the country.
I was a junior in high school when I got pregnant, but since then, I've dropped out to be homeschooled.
So here we have a reality show that openly looks at a very taboo subject. And it's a subject that viewers who are watching are dealing with in their everyday lives because they may not be pregnant, but I guarantee they've heard of or seen or understand that people their age are actually going through this.
Dr. Camacho says these shows offer a glimpse to teens about how tough parenthood really is.
What's happening though with shows like Teen Moms, okay? We're starting to see some shows that are offering images of consequences, and this is really important because at a minimum, it's getting kids to start looking at these things and saying, wow, this is so not as fun and as glamorous as it seemed like.
But the media's role in highlighting teen pregnancy goes past reality TV, and Dr. Camacho says this can often send mixed messages to viewers.
For a lot of these young women, they're choosing to be on tabloids and they're allowing their stories to be told because there is some kind of money in it. And for a lot of these young women, they need that money. What I believe it's doing is that allowing young people to look at that and it's communicating to them, hey, look at me. I did this thing. It's not great, it's not glamorous, but now I'm getting my 15 minutes of fame.
Life hasn't been any easier on camera for some of the teen moms featured on MTV's hit show. A handful of moms have been in trouble with the law, as well as many of the dads and even one grandma, with charges ranging from assault to drug possession. These shows may not always be positive, but Dr. Camacho says that parents shouldn't rely on the media to teach their children about sex.
When you're talking about media and sex and single parenthood and pregnancy and all these things, I think it's really important for people to understand that just because we talk about sex in the media does not mean that we're actually having the conversation about the sexual act, its consequences, short-term and long-term.
Consequences. Those are always on Trisha's mind. For Trisha, being a teen mom means putting her dreams on hold to take care of her baby. In San Francisco, Ashley Larson, State of Events.